John Yeager talks with people who believe the Northwest legend of Bigfoot is just a legend.
All this talk of Bigfoot is lost on this skeptic.
The evidence that we have to date is not at all convincing.
For many years now, Michael Dennett has investigated sightings and written about them from his home in suburban Seattle.
A number of the witnesses that I have talked to or seen on video are not credible to my observations. They're not credible for a number of reasons. One, the way they tell the story, the possible motives that they could have, and in the case, for example, of Paul Freeman, who I've investigated, there are many problems with his story that lead me to believe that in Paul Freeman's case that there is a likelihood that he is participating in a hoax or is part of a hoax.
Dwayne can tell you it just come out of the trees right over there.
In October of 1988, Freeman and his son Dwayne claimed they saw Bigfoot in the Blue Mountains near Walla Walla. The fact that Paul Freeman has admitted to faking tracks in the past weighs heavily on Dennett's mind. Not even pictures taken at the time can convince him.
I think if we had some good photographic evidence, not these blurry, fuzzy UFO-type photographs that are hard to distinguish, but some good still photographs. There's something like 5 billion still photographs taken in the United States every year. We'd like to see some still photographs taken.
Even Renee DeHinden agrees with that.
Of course, the question is, does it exist? You know, and that's the whole discussion about it.
And what it has been about since Renee began hunting the elusive, if not imaginary creature 32 years ago. Despite the fact he's never seen one in all that time, he still thinks there's something out there.
And this is why this Sasquatch is so intriguing. Not because it's some unknown creature of some kind, you know, a four-legged Loch Ness monster type, but because it's human or human shape. That's why it's like us.
You can see the creature turn and look at me.
And that is what kept Bob Gimlin from taking aim with his .30-06 that October afternoon in 1967. There on the banks of Bluff Creek in Northern California, he froze, looking at that which he was told could not exist. And as it turned to face him, in that split second that he remembers as if it were yesterday, it looked too human, and so it walked away.
I say, well, you call it what you want to call it. I know what I saw.
Okay, and that's our report on the Bigfoot.